Right, hello again. Dread Mechanic here. This is a little R&D stream that I'm doing on a weeknight. Because I have had an idea and I want to try it out. And I thought I might as well stream it whilst I'm figuring it out. So anyone watching can have a little insight to some more of my creative process for doing all these weird things. And you can possibly use these ideas in your own designs. And the idea I have had is that I've explained before in some of my other streams that I use the Advanced Walker script too in part of the mech's design, but I don't actually use it for the legs moving around. That is all programmed vanilla with well, 99% vanilla, with event blocks and timer blocks. The only non-vanilla thing in there is the precise timer script to speed up the timers. But I've also got an idea for working around that, which I'll try out on another stream. But yeah, to the point, this stream, my idea is I want to vanillify the portion of the Advanced Walker script that controls turning the mech. Because what that script does, if I jump in the cockpit, is it uses the gyro, the override gyros on that rotor to make the mech move left and right, and I've deliberately cut out a side panel there so you can see it. So if I press left on the keyboard, it does that. If I press right on the keyboard, it does that. And if I bring up my HUD, you can see that on my toolbar I've put that mech gyro on there so you can see what it's doing. So when I hit left, it is increasing the velocity, and when I hit right, it is decreasing the velocity at a rate of... Ooh, it changes rate when I move forwards and backwards. That's interesting. Why does that happen? Well, that's a different thing. That's a different thing to work out. But my point is, it uses gyro override with share inertia tensor on to essentially counter the weight of the mech against itself. So if we type in mech gyro, well, have I not named it mech gyro? Where is it? Oh, idiot, mech rotor. Mech rotor, there we go. Yeah, so that is being manipulated by a script. And the way it works is the script translate keyboard inputs into velocity left and right. As you can see there, if I do it manually, it moves the mech. I believe it. Yeah, and the script seems to reset to 0 as well, because that's being controlled by that. So my idea is, I want to vanillify that. And I want to do it using the similar idea to how I make the mech move forward and backward with thrusters and event blocks. And for now, I am just... and I'll need a couple of timers as well. So for now, rather than integrate it properly into the mech, because this is just a demo world essentially, I will slap everything on the outside so everyone can see how it works, or how I hope it will work. So we'll need a left thruster and a right thruster, or actually that'll be the other way around, that'll push us left. That'll push us right. To trigger the event blocks, the same way that these thrusters trigger the forward and a backwards event block that make this mech walk forward and backward. So I need 2 of them. We will also need a couple of timers. Timers being triggered is what is hopefully going to give us the left and right movement. And we will need event blocks. There we go, event block. So that I will just call... No, I'm not going to bother with the tags, I'm just going to call it turn left in capital letters. Oh, I will need to put controller because it will distinguish it from the timer block. That's the wrong button. Turn left. Turn right. Yeah. Oop. Again, wrong button. Oh, I want me to control the turn right. Controller. That's time. Your speed. Turn right. So, oh, and I will need 1. Will I? No, I should be able to get away with it with just the timer block, I think. We'll see what happens. Oh, actually, no, I should just be able to get away with it. Timer block. We'll have a go. We'll see what happens. In fact, we will copy and paste that in case something goes tragically wrong. I need to update those eyes with the new idea that I've had for them. Got in here. Mech. Control. Console. You get to just be turned off altogether. And so does that. So now I've turned that off. Yeah, the gyro ain't moving. Cool, so turn left. It turns left. Oh yeah. I keep typing rotor and gyro and I mean rotor. So decreasing turns us right, increasing turns us left. Cool, right. So, turn left. Timer. We want that to... We want that to increase the velocity. And the velocity only increases in increments of 6. For some weird reason. So that'll do 6. That'll do 12, I think. That'll do 18. 6, 12, 18, yeah. So... Look at that. There you go. It's making it turn. Stopping that'll do nothing because it's not working that way. We need to go to our mech rotor and stop it. I think this is going to work the way I want it to. Right, so that triggers that. And we do the equal but opposite for the other side. So decrease velocity, and decrease for minus 18 RPM. Right, then turn left needs to be thruster 50%. Oh, I need to change the names on those thrusters so I can tell which one's which. There you go. Turn thruster left. You know what, in fact, just call it turn left, it'll be easy to see. I know it's a thruster. That's the only thing that appears in the thrust options. So turn right. Let's go back to turn again. This is why it's a really good idea to come up with shorthand for different systems so you can find them all really easily. So we've got controller turn left. We've set that to thrust greater than 50%, so it kicks in when that thruster goes over 50% of its output. We shall select the turn left thruster. Ah! Yes! And that was one of the problems with using that thruster system to get the AI to walk using the thruster control, because as you'll see, type the right thing, that thruster is flickering, and so is that one, and that plays all sorts of havoc with the manual thruster manual walk system, which is why I had to add a thruster with a little tiny bit of override, which... oh, that's the wrong thruster, that's why. Why is the thruster override disabled on that one? Oh, it's that one, you bloody idiot, the one that's moving. Yeah, there you go, so a little bit of that. I'll take that off. Oh, it's not been too bad, but that has been known to make the thruster controls go mad as it flickers. So we need to add at least one more thruster. There we go. Because the alternatives are you can turn off inertial dampeners and don't need to have the override thruster. But if you're building a flying mech, having your inertial dampeners off is a really bad idea. Oh, which one was that? That's turn right, so we'll call this just one. Turn right. Override. And we will give that a little bit like the other one. And I don't think having one on the left hand side is necessary. You only need one in each sort of directional plane, but I'm a bit OCD and I'm doing it because the lack of symmetry will drive me mad. Turn left. Still flickering. Why is it doing that? Turn left, it's still going mad. I'll bump that right up. Okay, it's not going mad anymore, it's settled down. Ugh, maybe I need to give them a little bit more then. I don't want to give it that much, that's ridiculous. But, yeah, it's flickering at that level. Maybe it's just not enough. Give it 500 instead. Yeah, that makes you settle down. Give that 500 as well, so it's equal. Ah, that's interesting. It freaks out when it's equal. Okay, that's strange. What happens then if I just take that one off? Why are you outputting like that? Oh well. Forward works, reverse works. Why are they... interesting. Why are they being like that? Why aren't they responding? Oh, I know why, because I've got mirror mode on and I've just smegging deleted that. Right, no mirror mode. Plonk that there. Turn override. That 100. And that completely stops. Interesting why that is still... And they're all moving a little bit now that I've got override in another direction. That's interesting. This might be a bit more complicated than I was expecting. Walk functions still work. Still no left and right. Why is that? So we've got forward. Reverse. Turn left. Turn. And so, right. Why? I can't display output like that. That's annoying. So, this is interesting. This kind of scuppers all my plans. Oh, can I only have that in one direction? What happens if I turn you off? See those thrusters doing stuff now. Why are those thrusters not giving me any output? And yet the forward and the reverse one. Oh. Yeah, they're going. See, yeah, they're going spazzy now because I've turned off that override thruster. Little janky. Oh, you fool. I know exactly why I'm not getting any response out of them. Because I've placed them on the back part of the pod, and that is one big, massive subgrid. I am stupid. That is why it's not doing anything. You are a fool. Let's put you back to normal. Ugh. Well, I've just wasted 10 minutes confusing myself and no smegging me. Right. In fact, let's do both of them like that. Try this again from the top, dumbass. Turn right, wasn't it? Yeah, let's go back. Oh look, they fire now because I'm not completely stupid like I've been for the last 10 minutes. Idiot. Right. Yeah, you can see them firing as they try to initially dampen the mech. Right, we'll try this again from the top without being stupid. Left. Already named one. Yeah, turn right. Right, that's the right one. That one can be turn left. That can be turn right over. And that can be turn left over. That gets to be 100. That gets to be 100. So we don't want much, we just want enough for it to not mess with the inertial dampeners. Turn left is spiking a wee bit. Really? Okie dokie, we've still got this issue. Turn that to 200. What happens then? That stays stable. That stays stable. Okay, so if they are level, it has issues with the left-hand side for some unknown reason. Okay, well, what have we put for that? I want it to be low enough that it's not gonna actually push the mech. Maybe that's 60. Go settle down then. Do what? Right, okay, they both seem to be stable now. Okay, so we can try this now, finally. Turn left. And that goes over 50%. We want the turn left to trigger. And then when we stop applying input, we want that rotor to reset velocity. And then we'll do the same for the right hand side. I'm really curious why those rotors, why those spin. Maybe it's because I've got two controls. Anyway, thrust greater than 50%. We might increase that depending how well this works. right block. Yeah, turn right. And then that will trigger the turn right timer when it is activated, and then when it is deactivated it will reset the velocity on that hinge rotor. And oh, look at that. It only smegging works. It smegging works. It actually does. Right, can we do it in walk? Oh, look at that. Might need to decrease that actually, because it's turning rather quickly. I can hear the legs clanging a little bit, but it works. We can walk forward and we can turn right. We can walk forward and we can turn left. Right, that's actually really... It's like walking in reverse. What about that? Does this have warp gyros? Yeah, it does. Oh, that is so sweet. Right, there you go everybody. That is a vanilla way of making a mech turn. Let's reduce that a bit, because we can either have... this is the problem with the way velocity increases with the toolbar actions, because we can either have 6, 12, 18, 24, blah blah blah, 6 times table. So, if we tone that down to 12, what's it like when it turns? It's a bit, obviously it's slower, but to be honest it's a bit more appropriate for a mech this size. There you go. A vanilla way of turning. There you go, you can see the event block on top activating when I hit the thruster. Oh, I should have set them up the other way around. I didn't think about that. But whatever. They work. It is a vanilla way of making a mech turn. It is literally just a minimum of 3 thrusters, one with a little bit of thrust override on it, 2 timers and 2 event blocks. Each timer increases the velocity of the rotor when that thruster is when the appropriate thruster is activated, and that's all triggered by the event block, which triggers the appropriate timer when the thruster is activated and resets the rotor that all of the override gyros are mounted on when you stop applying thrust. And that rotor has shear inertia tensor activated so that it shifts the entire weight of the mech, because without it on, it's just a rotor turning in the middle, doing nothing. And the most it's doing is applying a little bit of gyro override and keeping the thing a little bit more balanced. But as you can see, if you flick that on, it's then accounting for the entire mass of the other end of that grid connection, and it can turn the whole mech by itself. So now these mechs move like 99.9% vanilla. Some of the blocks in the legs are modded, obviously, but that's just purely aesthetic. The principle and the mechanics behind it are now 99.9% vanilla, so you can do this on PC or console. The only thing that is still not vanilla is this precise timers setup, and that is there to make the warp cycle timer trigger a little bit. Actually, the way I've got that set up, that is actually a little bit over a second, but that's because of the shape of the legs and the layout of the mech. And that's just what that ended up being, the sort of smoothest timer cycle. But 1 second is as low as you can go vanilla style, and that would work for this mech, but it might not work for smaller mechs. Because my Tachikomas have a much faster walk cycle, because they've only got little legs. They need to walk quicker. But yeah, that, as far as I can tell, completely works vanilla style. And I'm really, really, really happy with that. That is exactly what I was hoping for. I really hoped it was as simple as that. Because I think that was the only part of the advanced walker script I was actually using. I have put the camera and the remote block that it requires as well to operate, but I put that there just in case it needed it, and as far as I can tell it doesn't need it, because I've turned that script off completely and it still seems to be working the same as it did before. So I don't think I need that script anymore to make these mechs work. At least not the big ones where I've got the space to get all these blocks in, because that might be an issue on the Tachikomas, because they are really small, and from what I remember I've basically completely run out of internal space. So I don't know if I could get 4 more blocks inside it. I could probably squeeze some more thrusters onto the outside of a Tachikoma somewhere. Oh, I know exactly where I could put them, but the blocks would be the issue. But yeah, I'm kind of super happy with that. That's pretty sweet. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, this one's still half built. There's still lots of things I need to do with this mech, and I need to update a bunch of stuff. Because I've made a few changes with the HAW and the T08 that I want to chuck on this one as well. But for now, let's have a weapons test. There you go, cannon moves back into position where it does things. Oh, we've not got any ammo in the cannon. No, we've got plenty of ammo in the guns. Apparently we have got a assault cannon now. Oh, can you not aim low enough? Why you no fire? Oh, because the AI is controlling it, that's fine. How's that not firing? No, it walked anyway. Countermeasures work. Arm guns work. Why is your cannon not working? Got a cannon equipped. Oh, because for some reason it's not got its gun attached. There we go. Why is that? Fix engineers being stupid, I suppose. To be honest, no, I'll save that for a different stream. Do that when I'm actually building stuff on this one. Put it like that, and it'd be low enough to swing through that gap. But anyway, yeah, we can turn. Oh, that is so sweet. Ha ha ha. Might need a few more balanced gyros with that big pod sticking out the back. We'll turn all that off. Really, actually, I'm really proud of this one when you turn this cannon off. Spins all the way back round into position, and then that plugs right back in. Yeah. Best part is it doesn't clang when I move around, because I've spent ages figuring out how to do it properly. But yeah, there you go. I'm going to call that a day with this one. There's not much more to do really. I figured that out a lot faster than I thought it would. And yeah, that like seems to 100% work. Vanilla style. Vanilla style mech turning. Vanilla style mech walking almost. I've got an idea to replace the precise timer script. But yeah, I've got an idea. I'm not sure how well it'll work, but that'll be a different stream when I have figured more of it out, so I don't just spend 3 hours shouting at the physics engine when it doesn't do what I want it to do. So there you go. There is vanilla mech turning. That's enough of that for now. Out. That'll do. Groovy. Right. See you all next time. I hope anyone that's watched this has learnt a bit. I've learnt a bit. It's been quite fun. See you later. Bye for now.